Okay, I'd like to discuss the emergent property of individual pixel strands, 3D pixel strands, to produce invisibility. I start with um, what I imagine to be a point of light where it intersects it precisely at every angle. This is just showing a cross section of a point of light. And then I imagine that point of light becoming a tiny pixelized 3D um, sending and receiving um, pixel unit, 3D pixel unit, where light is sent through, at least in one direction, completely correctly, but it's when it's sent through at other directions, there's a displacement that equals the minimum between the um, a minimum of no displacement, which is the line that comes straight through at this view, to a maximum of the total displacement of the strand, the length of the strand on both sides, um, and go from small displacement circumference to a larger displacement circumference that equals the distance on both sides between the length of the strand. And so they only seem to work in one direction and one direction only, no matter how you swivel the bottom pixel. Like if you swivel it in this direction, it might have this line up with this trajectory, and a 3D pixel strand must seamlessly continue the trajectory of a light ray coming in and the light ray going out. So it might, in one displacement, line up one angle of view, but all the rest would be, and I believe, would be have a constant displacement that's equal to the minimum of zero displacement to the maximum of the distance, not just in this view, but at different angles where one of the lines matches up and all the rest don't. This is a picture. This is the outer 3D pixel. This is one light. This is one beam of light coming straight through correctly, but this is another beam of light that comes down and comes out incorrectly. It doesn't line up. So while this one lines up, the inner 3D pixel doesn't line up to this connecting bundle of wiring. But if you put a system of them together in this cross-sectional view, all the ones that didn't line up support each other in a sort of fascinating way to me, that they all create a total intersection, a seamless intersection of the light that was once a point, a man-made point, I guess you'd call that what this would be, the emergent property of a single 3D pixel unit that doesn't line up except in one direction, ends up lining up in all directions when combined correctly with a condensed or a concentrated interface of the ends of the 3D pixels, and the tops of the 3D pixels are outside the boundary of the body being made visible, or the space being made visible, and they all seem to emergently line up, producing the emergent property of invisibility. And this is shown in a three-dimensional form, a photo manipulation of a sphere within a sphere without the wiring being shown. And it would show that it would send the light through the interface and back out at every single angle. And I just use this model for my photo manipulation. And inside the interface, this is what you would see, or this is what light would see. Again, I use this as my constant reference for the 3D pixel unit. So that's the inside of the interface right here. And this represents the outside surface. So this is what this has fascinated ever since the days of yore when I first came up with my geometries. The displacement, the minimum displacement and the maximum displacement on both sides of a correctly lined up angle of view with the other misaligned angles of view. The displacement grows larger and larger as until it equals the displacement of the strand's length. And but when they all come together, they all produce an equal intersection that's totally symmetrical, I guess, or whatever, intersection of all these individual strands of 3D pixel elements. And I think I'm just repeating myself, but look at the beautiful web of light that is produced inside, and the webs of light that are produced outside. And so this is what a property of the emergent property of invisibility that's always fascinated ever since I came up with the stuff back in around 1992. So thank you.